feeling exploited and manipulated in your relationship, but you don't really know what to call it? Maybe you are in a narcissistic relationship. Hi, I'm Swaty Prakash. I'm a writer, a communication coach, and a counselor. Let us talk about narcissistic relationships today. But before that, let me just tell you something. A narcissistic personality disorder is a mental disorder that needs a professional diagnosis and treatment. A narcissist is someone who has an excessively inflated self-esteem and self-image. They live with the notion that nothing and no one is better than them. Now, how do you know that you are in a narcissistic relationship? There are a few signs. Let's talk about them. First, superiority and entitlement. Yes, even in the relationship, it is always about them. It is like they talk about themselves for hours together and then they pause and say, "Hey, enough about me. You tell me what you think about me." And mind you, when you tell them what you think, it cannot be anything negative. Narcissists are really bad with criticism, even if it is slight or constructive. Another sign of a narcissistic relationship is excessive need for attention and validation. Now, this may seem a little contradictory because we said that they had the highest opinion of themselves. But in reality, they are in constant need for attention and validation. In fact, a lot of narcissists, they grew up with very demanding parents. Parents who always wanted them to do the best, be the best. And so they grow up feeling very insecure and vulnerable inside. So no amount of assurances can actually make them trust your words. Another sign is perfectionism. A narcissist partner is always complaining and whining about how imperfect things are. They are never satisfied with what is in front of them, and they always seek an impossible level of perfection. Manipulation and need to control. Now, this is one of the most important signs in a narcissistic relationship. Narcissist partners always want to be the voice in the relationship. They would manipulate you and make you act the way they want you to. It's like narcissists have a narrative in their minds and they expect people to behave according to that script. And in case you don't follow their lead, it becomes a huge problem for them. Another sign is that narcissists use a number of tactics to manipulate. For example, guilt trap. Narcissist partners will often make you feel guilty for anything that goes wrong. They lead you into believing that you are the problem here and you should have taken better care to resolve issues. They never take responsibility or ownership of anything and always blame the one person who cares for them the most. You always do this. It is all your fault. Why can't you ever do things right? These are some of the statements a narcissist always uses to get you in the guilt trap. Silent treatment. If you are in a relationship with a narcissist, you probably already have faced the silent treatment. So whenever there is a slight conflict or criticism that they can't handle, narcissists start giving you silent treatment. They go totally quiet and stop communicating with you completely. It is their way of arm twisting you to get an apology, to punish you, or maybe to make you do something that you do not want to do. This silent treatment can sometimes make you doubt your own reality, and you might start asking questions yourself. Maybe I was wrong, I shouldn't have done that. Another sign is gaslighting. They completely deny having said something and then they make you feel in the wrong. They make you question your own memory and accuse you of making things up. In fact, it is often said that if there have been times when you thought of recording your own conversations with them and replaying them to your partner, it means gaslighting. They don't respect your boundaries. Well, there are a lot of people who actually tend to do this and violate boundaries. But narcissist partners specially feel that they own everything about you. So boundaries, what are they? The trophy complex. Narcissists often have this idea that they are God's gift to mankind. And to protect this image perfectly, they always use people, objects, accomplishments to represent a grand self to the world. It is their way of saying, look how great I am. Everyone should love and respect me. Now let me tell you something in case you have realized that you are in a narcissistic relationship. It is not your fault that you are in love with them. When you first meet them, narcissists can be great charmers, and resisting that charm can be very difficult. Also, it is not your fault even if you're being told time and again that it is. The relationship not working or the everyday life falling apart, none of it is your fault. It takes two to tango. And lastly, seek professional help if you think you are in a narcissistic relationship. Don't go through abuse hoping things will get better on their own, because they never.